Have you ever experienced the work?
No, I haven't.
Have you heard any of the tapes or any of it?
I just saw you on a video one day.
Oh.
And I was interested, and I know someone that's done this, two of my friends, and I'm excited about doing it. I'm scared too.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we could lose our whole world doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know a lot of people experiencing that, and they prefer it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, sweetheart. Let's hear the writing.
Okay.
What you have written.
Who or what don't you like? Who irritates you? And who or what saddens or disappoints you?
Would you hold the mic a little closer? We can't hear you.
I don't like, or I am angry at my mother because she is going to die very soon. And this makes me very sad.
Yes.
It's sad because she has so much love and spirit in her, and I will miss her. It saddens me that through her alcoholism and my drug addiction, we lost many good years.
Yes. Yes. And Michael,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like you all to just get as close to this man inside of him as you can. Just go there to where you have lost someone, or you've experienced alcoholism in the family, or your own drug addiction or alcohol, whatever it is that you experience as this man is giving us his heart. Just join it.
I'm really angry and pissed off about this disease and what it's done to me. And it makes me real angry at what it did to her and all the lost years that we could have had some good quality time together, and we didn't.
Can you all hear him?
Should I go on to this next one?
Yes, sweetheart. You're
All right.
doing very well. I love that you would bring this here.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. How do you want them to change, and what do you want them to do? I want my mother to forgive herself and forgive me for the pain that we put each other through in our diseases.
Yes.
I want her to get aligned with God before she finally dies and die a peaceful death.
Yes.
She's not happy right now. What is it that they should or shouldn't do? My mom should or shouldn't. She should pray with others and ask God with strong conviction to take her. And she needs to quit worrying about us, because she's worrying about us instead of about herself.
Yes.
And she needs to cut us loose,
Yes.
you know,
I understand.
because she's worrying about us and she's not taking care of herself right now.
Yes.
Do you need anything from them? And what do they need to please you? I need my mother to forgive herself for her past bout with alcoholism. She would please me if she would forgive my dad for their past as a married couple.
Yes.
I would like her to invite my dad out this week before she dies. Some people, my brothers, think she's going to die by this weekend, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I had to come up here because I made a commitment to come up here.
Good.
And I talked to her about it before I came up here.
Yes.
But I would really like her to forgive my dad, because she holds on to a lot of resentment and anger, and she hates my dad, and they divorced in '79, and there's a lot of unresolved pain there in her.
Yes. Yes.
And in me. What do you think of them? Make a list. My mom, Marion, is loving, compassionate, empathetic, creative, stubborn, resentful, humorous, very intelligent human being. I think I will miss her very, very much when she's just gone. She's been a really good friend, too. I'm going to miss her a lot.
Yes.
What is it that you don't want to experience with that person, thing, or situation again? I don't ever want to watch my mom go through the pain and suffering that she's having right now from COPD. She's on oxygen 24 hours a day, and she's on steroids, and her whole body is altering, it's changing, it's grotesque.
Yes.
And she can't breathe.
Yes.
And I wish I could be there more for her right now, but I can't, because I can't take it myself. I go up there and I can only be there for only so much time, and it hurts.
Yes. I understand that.
This is it.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Thanks.
Are you there? Okay, sweetheart. Let's do the work. Let's start over. Let's start at the top.
Okay.
Read the first one again.
Who or what don't you like? Who irritates you and what saddens or disappoints you? I don't like or I'm angry at my mother because she is going to die very soon, and this makes me sad.
Yes. So, she's going to die very soon. Can you really know that that's true?
No. I don't know if it's really true.
Just can't really know that that's true.
No.
It's not my experience, and I don't know how to speak of it. But what you said is what I have come to know also. And what do you get when you hold the belief she's going to die very soon? How does it feel inside of you when you have that thought?
It hurts. It saddens me.
Yes.
It makes me feel alone.
Yes. That's the purpose of the feeling that you hold, that sadness and hurt. That's the purpose of the thought. When you attach to that thought, an attachment is believing what you really can't know is true. So, this could be real scary for a loving son. But who would you be if you didn't hold that belief inside of you ever again that she could die very soon?
Who would I be?
Yeah. If you just never had that thought again, that she could die very soon.
I don't know who I'd be. I don't know.
Well, how would you live without that thought?
I don't know.
Isn't that what sons are supposed to do?
Yeah. We're
Mother
supposed
could die very soon. You're supposed to do that. So who would you be without it?
I don't know.
Yeah. But without it, that hurt that you talked about can't be experienced.
Right. Well, I have to go through this now, I think. Don't I?
Can you know that? Can you really know that?
Well, if I wasn't supposed to be going through it, I probably wouldn't be going through it.
Yeah, that's so. That's so. But you have to go through it after this moment on. Can you really know that that's true?
I just know it because you say it, but I don't know if I believe that.
And what do you get for holding the belief that you may have to go through this?
Fear of the unknown.
Yeah. And who would you be without the belief? Who or what would you be? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Boy, this death thing, it's very interesting. It takes our attention from being present so that we are dead. That's its only purpose. keeps you from the presence of joy.
Yeah, it does.
My friend Kathy last night arrived, and she and her husband Philippe, and she had both of them, these big grins on their face, describing a funeral they had just been to for one of her relatives.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't experience what we're speaking of that humans experience. It's as though they're free of it.
Right.
And what I heard from her was she belonged everywhere. She was in full joy. It was like a celebration.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Cognitively, I would like to say that I really am there, but I'm not.
You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be. This work is very sneaky.
What's that mean?
It's very devious.
I can relate with that.
We just do it, and then it does you.
Okay.
Okay. So, read that again.
I am angry at my mother because she is going to die very soon, and this makes me very sad.
Okay, turn it around. I am
angry
at me.
at me because I am going to die very soon,
Yes.
and this makes me very sad.
Yes, I'm going to die very soon by going into the belief that she's going to die very soon.
Oh,
That's how you die. It's like you're happy, you're your nature, and then the belief comes in, mother's going to die very soon, and it's wiped out. This is the technique you use to take peace from you. It's how you get rid of peace.
okay.
That's all that it serves, unless you can tell me another reason to hold it.
No, it sounds very accurate.
Yeah. That was my experience.
Okay.
That's all. You're doing it. It's this simple. The only
Okay.
complaint about the work is it's just too simple.
Yeah.
Let's look at the next one. The next thing you wrote.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
It's sad because she has so much love and spirit in her, and I will miss her.
Turn it around.
It's sad because I have so much love and spirit in me, and I will miss me.
But only every time you go into the story of she could die soon. She's gonna die.
Right.
I'm going to be sad.
It's all the way I think
Yeah,
about
you're
it.
planning your funeral.
I'm planning.
It's like you're in the funeral.
Well, I never thought I'd plan my own funeral.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, read it again the way you wrote it.
It's sad because she has so much love and spirit in her, and I will miss her.
You're going to miss her. Can you really know that that's true?
Yeah, I know that's true.
Interesting. Do you miss her right now? I mean, she's not dead.
No, not
Okay.
really.
Well, I don't see her in the room.
Okay, maybe I don't miss her then.
Welcome to freedom. What do you get for holding the belief that you're going to miss her? That's such a good one.
I don't know, I was trained that way, I guess.
What happens inside of you? What's the feeling when you hold the belief that you're going to miss her?
What's the feeling? Hurt, sadness, loneliness?
Can you think of one reason to hold that belief?
No.
I can't either. That was also my experience. All I could find that it served was my pain and suffering and the loss of me, the loss of the awareness of love.
Okay.
I just couldn't. And it arises now, oh, I'm going to miss my mother, and I just get lit. Because I am the truth. It set me free.
Right.
And you do this work a while, and because I'm going to miss my mother, you start to feel it, and you just, can I really know that? Just steps in. Is it true? It takes you over. Is that so for you who have been in the work a while? It's just, you can't Velcro to it. Can't make it stick. What used to cause depression and sadness, as it arises, we experience like a litness, a joy. It all turned out to be a joke. Who would you be without the story if you're going to miss anyone? Ever?
That's a loaded question. I don't know who I'd be.
How would you suffer? How would you ever be lonely again?
I wouldn't. Okay, you want to move on here?
Let's do.
Okay.
What a trip, huh? This trip into reality is a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, that's why I'm such a lover of reality.
Yeah.
It hurts when I'm not. Let's look at the next one.
Okay. It saddens me that through her alcoholism and my drug addiction, we lost many good years.
The years would have been much better without the drug and alcohol addiction. Can you really know that that's true?
Yes.
That's for your, that would have been a much higher path. Can you really know that that's true?
I don't know about that.
Read it again.
It saddens me that through her alcoholism and my drug addiction, we lost many good years.
Can you really know that that's true?
Well, no. Maybe not.
Yeah. That's what I found too.
Maybe we needed to do that in our lives at that time.
I cannot see anything other than that is the reality of it. What is the highest order. Have you been in 12-step programs?
I am now, and I have in the past.
It's called the third step.
Yeah.
How do I know that my mother's alcoholism and my drug addiction were the highest order? It's what is. What do you get when you hold the belief? It would have been much better. The years.
Misery.
Misery. You get
Self-hatred.
to argue with God.
Yeah.
Argue with reality. Argue with what is. Be an enemy of it. Agnostic, even atheist. Who would you be without it? Who would you be without that belief that you missed many good years?
I'd probably be a happier person,
Yeah.
you know?
So, let's turn it around.
Okay? It saddens.
It gladdens me.
It gladdens me that this is difficult to say. It gladdens me that through her alcoholism and my drug addiction, we gained many wonderful years. Is that how I'm supposed to do it? It feels uncomfortable to say.
What about that I have gained many good
I have gained many good years through my drug addiction and her alcoholism.
Read it that way again, and just with the I at the end.
It gladdens me that through her alcoholism and my drug addiction,
That I
that I gained many good years. Boy, is that acceptance or what?
Yes, Angel. It's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Reality is a good thing. miracle.
Thank you.
Let's look at the next one.
Okay.
Just go deeper in you and deeper and deeper. That's where heaven is.
All right. How do you want them to change, and what do you want them to do? I want my mother to forgive herself and forgive me for the pain we put each other through in our diseases.
Your mother is supposed to forgive herself. That is the highest order. Can you really know that that's true?
No, I don't know if that is true or not.
And what do you get for holding the belief that she is supposed to forgive herself?
Where do I get that belief?
What do you get for holding that belief? How does it feel?
Feels like I'm trying to control her life, like I'm trying to
That's
make
because
change.
you are. Look how you live with her when you think that she should forgive herself. No wonder it's hard to go into the hospital and be there.
Well, she's dying at home,
Okay, or at home.
but I've been to the hospital.
So how do you live with her when you hold the belief that she should forgive herself? What do you say? What do you do? What's the look on your face?
I just tell her she should be better to herself and love herself more. And,
So turn it around.
I should love myself more, and I should be better to myself.
Whose business is your mother's forgiveness?
It's not mine.
Whose business is it if she loves herself?
It's her business.
You know of the 3 kinds of business?
No?
I found 3 kinds of business in the universe, pretty limiting. There were only 3.
Okay.
Mine, yours, God's.
Okay.
That's it. So I found that when I heard that, I began to notice I was mentally in my mother's business or someone else's business, my children's business, my husband's. And it would automatically put me back into my business. Turned out to be a very kind thing to do. And then I came to see that even I didn't have any business. I began to give myself the same courtesy that I would give them. So who would you be in your mother's presence if you didn't hold the belief that she's supposed to forgive herself and love herself and all this stuff?
Who would I be in her presence?
Yeah, if you just came in without this baggage of her business, like you were God or something,
Who would I be?
walking into her house, into her bedroom.
I'd probably just be the little kid that I used to be. That's what I'd be.
Yeah. That's my experience.
And that's probably what she'd like and
Yeah.
want. I'm pretty sick.
It's the beginning. The only sickness is attachment to a lie. And I don't see it as a sickness. It's more like a confused child. Just been a little confused for a while.
You're very compassionate. Thank you.
Welcome. I'm a lover of truth, and truth is compassion. It's itself.
Yeah.
So your mother has not forgiven you. Can you really know that that's true?
No.
That's a good one.
You know what? I don't think she has forgiven me.
And can you really know that that's true?
No, but when I went and visited her yesterday, she said something that really hurt, and I had to walk outside, and it was very attack of, about my disease and what she had said to my girlfriend. And
What did she say that hurt?
she said, she told me that she told my girlfriend that, that there's probably no hope with me in a relationship, and that, she shouldn't put all of her eggs in one basket.
She could be right. Have you ever had that thought?
Yeah.
You have a lot in common.
That makes me angry when you say that.
Yes. Anger is a wonderful thing. It shows you what you haven't looked at yet. It shows you what you haven't done the work on yet, what you would call like your fourth and fifth step. Of course it would make you angry. This is good news.
For you, not for me. I don't like feeling this way right now.
Okay. So you're supposed to have a good relationship with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Can you really know that that's true?
I don't know if anything's true anymore after sitting up here.
What are you going to do with a good relationship?
I'd like to nourish it and love it and be in it.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. You know, just about the time you get someone to do that with you, they get sick or a truck hits them or something. You know, what can you do with it? We die, we get old.
Right.
And then what are you going to do? You put all your eggs in one basket.
Right.
Yeah, maybe your mother's just I can't even go there. My mother could be right. That's all I can tell you. I've had a wonderful relationship with my husband for 20-something years. We've been married 18. Wonderful relationship, and that may not be his perception.
But it's yours.
It's mine.
That's all that matters then, right?
Well, I'm having a wonderful relationship with you because I haven't put all my stuff in a basket over there, all my eggs in a basket over there with him.
I'm confused.
I have a wonderful relationship with myself.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So I can have one with my husband and you equally.
Oh. Okay.
So some would say I don't have a good relationship with my husband if I can have as equal a relationship with you. My husband could be one of those people. But if my mother said to someone, she may not have, like this relationship over here and don't put all your eggs in one basket. I would say how kind of her to give my husband that awareness.
Oh, I never looked at it that way. Wow, that's a good way to look at it.
You want a good relationship so you don't have to what? Be lonely?
It has something to do with it.
Yeah. We've heard the part about loving and all of that. But what else? You want a good relationship?
Because, I don't want to be lonely. I want someone that's going to be there and be supportive and grow through life with and change with and do things with.
And that is the highest order. Can you really know that that's true? That's the highest order for you in your life. Can you really know that that's true?
I don't know.
What do you get for holding the belief?
Security. Maybe it's a false sense of security.
One thing you get when you hold that belief is when your mother messes with your mythology, you become angry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And when you investigate, it's just turning out to be more mythology. It's very limiting.
Right.
Let's turn this whole thing around.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
I want me to forgive myself and forgive me for the pain that I put myself through in my disease.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what? I do want to forgive myself, and sometimes I do, and sometimes I really don't.
Yes.
And that's a hard hurdle to get over right now.
There's one that's harder than that, and that is inflicting that belief on your mother.
Oh.
Because you step into a place of you need to forgive yourself again and haven't even known it. You get your morality and inflict it on us, and it hurts, and you wonder why we don't respond. So let's turn it around again. There's another turnaround. Just begin to read.
I want myself to forgive myself
To forgive my mother.
and forgive my mother.
I want me to forgive my mother.
And I want me to forgive my mother for the pain that I put her through
Yes.
in my disease.
Yes. And I'm not talking about your drug addiction. I'm talking about your mental addiction that, Mother, you should forgive people. You should love yourself. That, God, you go into a room with this baggage.
I never looked at it that way,
In the
though.
name of goodness, just put all these conditions on you. Then I'll love you.
I hate that part of myself.
Oh, sweetheart, welcome to the human race. It becomes a fun thing when we enter the work.
It's really not that fun, though, when you look at it. It's not love.
It's like drug addiction. Welcome to the work. This is not a problem. People in the work start looking for problems and they can't find one. It gets exciting. There's nothing more fun than self-awareness.
Right.
And then when you step into like your the moment where you think you're in her presence and you think, Mother, you should, or anyone else's presence, you should forgive yourself. You should be kind to yourself. You stop and you turn it around. You should forgive yourself for beginning to inflict that on people. And love yourself enough to do it.
So,
We live these reversals. Those of us that want to be free. That's what Christ did. That's what Buddha did. That's what all the great ones that walk, and the ones that are nameless in their sweet homes, in their communities, in their churches. They're just living it quietly, happily. It's a good thing.
I believe that.
Yes. My thought is you are one of those, and I can't know that. We've been lost a while, sweetheart, that's all.
Yeah.
Let's look at the next one.
Okay. I want her to get aligned with God before she finally dies.
There.
What?
Whose business is her alignments?
And die a peaceful death.
What for? So you'll be more comfortable?
Yes. Absolutely. That's very selfish, and you're right. Let's move on to the next one. Can we, or do you want to stay in this?
What do you get when you... I guess not. What do you get when you hold the belief? This is really a big one.
Yeah.
What do you get when you hold that belief? And when I'm asking, go inside of you, I like to say this is not the Oprah Winfrey Show. When the question's asked, go inside of you. You answer the question, what do you get? That way we're all doing the work. If your freedom is your responsibility, give it to you the way Michael apparently is.
Okay.
What do you get for holding the belief?
Like I'm in control. And I know what's good for her.
Yes, you're controlling her right to her last gasp.
Yeah, that's not right.
No, it's very painful for you. So, who would you be without it in her presence? Let's turn it around.
I want me to get aligned with God before I finally die.
Yes.
I want me to get aligned with God before I finally die.
Yeah, that's your path.
Yeah.
Leave us alone.
That is my path.
Yeah. Now there's another turnaround. I want to
Okay.
begin to read.
I want me to get aligned with God.
With my mother.
With my mother.
Before you die.
before I die.
Yeah. And your mother does not have to live for you to align with that. I mean, even when you're standing with her, she's still only your story. So far, we haven't even met your mother. It's been the story of you.
There's another turnaround.
Good, guide him to it.
I want me to align myself with God before my mother dies.
Good.
Yeah, that's real true too.
It's interesting in the work, all the turnarounds are as true or truer than what we wrote. In my experience, truer.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the next one.
Number 3, what is it that they should or shouldn't do? My mom should pray with others and ask God with strong conviction to take her.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah,
Silliness.
yeah.
In the name of the holy, in the name of I am kind and good. It's that.
I am really sick, I think. I mean, I really am.
Well, sweetheart.
Well, I'm getting
you know,
better.
I think it's a process.
Yeah.
And now that we know how to get there, you're collapsing time is millions of years here.
Yeah.
This is old stuff. And as
Yeah.
you step into this awareness of who you are, it's all been for love, you know. Every one of these thoughts were for love. They were all selfless. But there's that little piece, those loops in there that we haven't discovered yet. They're precious. And you seem to do that very well.
Really?
Well, that's my experience sitting here with you.
Well, thank you. I don't see that, but that sounds good to me. And I'm gonna hold on to that. Thanks. Okay. Now what?
Let's read it again.
Again.
Love
What
is so
it?
big, I'm blinded by it. Looking into your eyes. There, I think that way, like thousands of people won't hear your zipper hit the mic
Is that what's happening?
when they're playing it in their car or something.
Okay.
And that would be okay too.
I'm sorry for my zipper.
Where is he holding that microphone?
Okay. Maybe I should. Okay. My mom. Where I go? Where do I go now?
The next one. You know, it's like the mind. It arises, and it looks like this. So here it is. This is the mind stopped. This is the mind, the painful mind, the part that's scary, stopped.
Okay.
So what we say is, judge your mother, write it down, ask 4 questions, turn it around. So we're investigating now with 4 questions and a turnaround. So what arises sounds like this. Just read the next one.
Okay. Do you need anything from them? What do you need to do to please you? I need my mother to forgive herself for her past bout with alcoholism.
Hopeless.
She is?
Well, it's not my business.
That's right.
I mean, this is just hopeless. Whose business is it?
It's not mine.
Yes. So let's turn it around and get some recovery going here.
Wait till it's your turn. Okay.
People say it's much different sitting here on the couch.
Okay. I need myself to forgive myself for my past bout with drug addiction.
Yes.
That is so true.
Yes. But you focus on her, you don't have to focus on you.
Right? Yeah, I'm with you now.
Yeah. And there's another turnaround.
I need myself to forgive
My mother.
my mother for her bout with alcoholism.
Yes. And that's very, mothers are not supposed to drink and be alcoholic.
No,
Oh, well, what's the reality of it?
she was.
Yeah.
And it served her many years.
So I would like to ask you again. Is it true mothers are not supposed to be alcoholic?
Nah.
No. Good. Welcome to reality.
Okay.
How do we know it's the highest order for your highest good?
Oh,
It's what is.
okay.
I mean, you're a hard case. God disguises himself as mother and all things, all people.
I'm a hard case?
Well, you have to have an alcoholic mother to get free. God disguised as an alcoholic mother, pushing every button you've got until you get this thing. God is love.
Okay.
He's the potter. I'm the clay. That's what I know. I'm a servant of that. Not because I am this wonderful person, because it hurts when I'm not. I'm clear about that.
Okay.
He and I, using that term, he and God, we see eye to eye. His will turned out to be my will.
That's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
That's what I'm looking for right now in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, again, welcome to the work.
Thank you.
Yeah, when I succumbed, it stopped hurting.
Yeah.
So I became the child, and in that moment, Father was born. In that moment, because there cannot be a father without a child.
Right.
So in that moment, Father was born. In that moment, grace stepped in, and he and I are one. And when I inquired of that, that wasn't true either. Done. And then the re-entry, the resurrection.
Right.
Yes. It's all good.
Have you done this work yourself? Have you? Okay. Well, who'd you do it with?
I did it just like you. I did it inside of me.
Okay.
I did it inside of me. And then it became words.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's neat.
One day I could just see everything was backward. Everything that arose within me was an extreme opposite in truth. Everything, no exception. It was 180 degrees. It was like eyes looking out, and optometrists say that it does like a flip, somehow a reversal. Well, the mind does the same thing in my experience. So what I've done is like an eyesight will adjust to that, and my mind adjusted to that. It's simply backward. It was just clear. And then people began to ask me, what is this thing? And I would just do just what was my realization, and then we would join there as you and I are doing. And it's a lot of fun, and I like that. There's nothing more fun than joining.
You got a lot of joy in your eyes, you know that?
It feels that way from here.
I see it. You really got a lot of love.
You must have that to recognize it.
I do.
Yes, I see.
But not as much as you.
Can you really know that? My experience is we have an equal amount. Exactly equal. It's just sometimes the awareness, like the belief that I have more than you do, would keep you from knowing the equality.
I've got as much as you've got. Okay, thank
It's
you.
a fun thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
We could jump for joy in that, like children.
yeah. Okay.
So let's hear that one again.
Do you need... Oh, I need myself to forgive my mother for her past bout with alcoholism.
Yes. Yes. And other than that, just stay out of her business.
Okay, I will.
So, yeah, it hurts when we don't. When you feel pain, it's like the love of God. I'm really doing the God thing today.
That's good.
It's like, works from here. It's like the love of God. Pain is like the voice of God. The voice saying, take a look at your mind. That's all. That's all. But we've been acting on the feeling, the pain, and going out there to fix Mother.
Right.
I'll just serve in that way. If she just finds peace, if she just forgives herself, when she doesn't succumb, when that outside source, when you can't manipulate it, there's no healing. Mm-hmm. You find out, where is this getting me? I'm this totally unselfish person, this loving son, and why do I feel this yuck inside of me? Mm-hmm. Well, now we're finding out. Just some little pieces here. So let's move to the next one.
Okay.
If I think my husband should be kind, I need to turn it around. I need to be kind enough to let him have his own path.
Right.
And I can't know if he's being kind or unkind. What I know is he's doing it perfectly. Right. And my children too. And my mother too.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's very real.
It's wonderful freedom.
Yeah.
It's called unconditional love.
Yep. And I put conditions on love.
Yeah, I see that. And we're learning how in your innocence, how subtle it is. Mm-hmm. Let's look at the next one.
Okay. She would please me if she would forgive my dad for the past as a married couple.
So she is supposed to forgive your father.
Right.
What for? So you'll be more comfortable?
Yep.
So she would be much better off if she did that. Can you really know what is best for her path?
Well, no. I can't.
No, you can't. I can't either. And I love that part. It sets me free. So I just stop bothering.
Okay.
So what do you get when you hold the belief that she should, or she is supposed to, or be better for her or him, or you?
You know what it is? It's that the thing is that I've learned in 12-step program that it's important to forgive and not hold on to resentments. And I want her to have that. And she does not have it, and she is not getting it, and I feel she's going to go to the grave with this stuff.
Perfect.
What is?
That is her path.
But I don't want that for her.
Oh, well.
What can I do to change it?
Well, you've tried everything. Does it work?
Nope.
There's a clue. You're not God.
I know.
Play God. Feel the pain.
Okay. Thank you. I need to stop doing this. Quickly.
It's called addiction.
Yep.
You're addicted to
I am.
playing God.
Is that so?
Well, only according to you.
Well, I'm tired of playing God.
Yeah. So.
Well, not really.
Whose business?
Just being honest.
Just keep a little for those special relationships you got going.
Okay. Okay.
So, what happens inside of you when you hold the belief that your mother would be much better off if she forgave your father?
What belief?
Look how you live with her when you're with her around this topic.
You know what? That's one of the hardest things for me to deal with her around anything. because for so long I wanted my mom and dad to live a good life and to be happy.
And live your mythology.
Well, I believed in the Leave It to Beaver family. Yes, I did.
Well, I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
But I'm saying that it isn't how it was.
Yeah, it was a much higher order. It brought us together.
This is true.
Every breath is what it took. Perfect. And how are you when you're with her, when you hold the belief that she is supposed to forgive your father?
I'm miserable.
And how do you
Because-
treat her, specifically?
Not real, probably with resentment and anger and frustration.
Yes.
Frustration.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
treat your mother, you hit frustration to manipulate her in it. This question can take you in 3 hours, 4 hours. This work is a meditation. The mind asks the question, and you allow the heart to answer. And then the mind falls into the heart, and they merge. The ultimate act of love is to give the mind a home.
That's beautiful.
I think so. That's how it feels from here. I'm a lover of what is, and these thoughts arise, and I say, sweetheart, is it true? And the heart and the mind merge. Because I have a great capacity to be free. Got tired of the pain. So can you think of one good reason to hold it other than being separate from your mother? See, without the belief that she's supposed to, in some way, forgive your father, you would probably just fall into her love, into her arms without condition and just merge with her.
Oh.
But this would keep you, it would keep you from love. That's its only purpose. It would keep you from merging with your mother. My sons, I have 2 of them, and they both, in public places, can fall into my arms and sob.
Oh. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I don't think I don't put out conditions for them, not for their sake, but I don't put conditions on them because it hurts me. It doesn't feel like love to me.
Right.
And that's my barometer.
You want to adopt me?
I already have. It's the same. I would
Yeah.
give you what I would give my sons.
You're very loving.
Yeah, it hurts when I'm not. This is my nature, and I'm you.
And you're my species.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
I do too. Thank you.
So,
Thanks.
in your mother's presence, who would you be without this belief?
I'd be a lot more of a loving person. I'd be there for her and for myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, let's turn it around and see what is possible. Your mother to forgive your father, hopeless, not even your business.
No.
Turn it around.
Okay. I need myself to forgive my dad for his past marriage with my mom. Damn it.
Don't you love it?
Well, I thought I did forgive my dad, but I guess I haven't. I really haven't. He pisses me off still about all this.
So what did he do that was not okay? You divorced her? Is that a part of it?
Yeah.
Okay, fathers are not supposed to divorce their wives. Is it true? What's the reality of it?
Well, she divorced him.
Mothers are not supposed to divorce the fathers. People are not supposed to divorce.
That's what I used to think.
Oh, well. It wasn't true.
I know.
People are not supposed to get divorces on what planet?
There is no planet.
Well, not in my experience. So what do you get when you hold the belief that parents shouldn't divorce?
Misery, sadness.
For how many years? 1979? Could be enough.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Who would you be without your mythology, your theory about parents?
A happier person.
Yeah. It's the natural order of things. There are trees and flowers and married people and divorced people. It's perfect. It's a tapestry that weaves. It's perfection. It's like the air, the clouds and the sky. It's what is. Argue with it, you hurt.
Oh, yeah.
You miss you miss it.
I've been missing it for a long time.
So, parents are not supposed to divorce? Turn it around.
Parents are supposed to divorce.
Yes, and turn it around again. I'm not
not
supposed to divorce. Yes. That's your way,
Right.
not ours.
This is true.
Good. So you see, the beautiful thing about when you turn these around is you get to see your own
Insanity?
morality. You get to see how you're to live.
Oh, yeah.
And there's nothing sweeter than that. You know, I turn these around. My husband should be kind. I should be kind in the moment I think he should be kind. And I live it.
Right.
I mean, let me live what I've been preaching to him. What a happy life I have.
Oh, yeah.
And his kindness is his business. None of mine. My kindness is my business. And my divorce is my business. Let me keep my marriage. And I have the, you know what I say, I have the marriage from heaven, my husband has the marriage from hell, and we're both in the same marriage.
Why does he have a marriage from hell?
It's just a joke I tell.
Oh. Okay. You want to move on?
I can't know what kind of marriage he has.
Okay.
Like, I've noticed that when he gets what he wants, he has a happy marriage.
Right.
And when he perceives me as not going along with his belief system, that he has an unhappy marriage, he has the marriage that he dictates.
How do you know that's true?
I can't.
Okay. Okay.
Good. Let's look at the next.
Okay. What do you think of them? Make a list. Marion, my mother, is a loving, compassionate, empathetic, creative, stubborn, resentful, humorous, intelligent human being.
Let's turn it around.
Michael is a loving, compassionate, empathetic, creative, stubborn, resentful.
Stubborn, resentful, especially around his mother sometimes.
Yeah. Thank you. Humorous, intelligent human being. I am.
Ah, yeah.
Okay.
Mother turned out to be no more than a mere image of your own thinking.
An illusion.
Yes. So, you know, how can you miss an illusion? You know, the only thing that is ever born is a belief. And the only thing that ever dies is a belief. It arises, it falls. It all comes to pass, not to stay. And bodies are just a metaphor of that.
Right.
The worst that can happen with your mother alive is your belief system. We've seen that. The worst that can happen if your mother dies is a belief system.
Well, Katie, Byron, Katie? Do you like going by Katie?
It doesn't, just
Okay.
BK, Katie, Byron.
Okay, BK. Where do you go when you die then?
None of my business.
Okay. Okay.
You want to experience fear, get a plan.
No, I don't. But I think some part of me does. Because I venture there a lot. Okay. That's a loaded question. Deal with fear, get a plan.
You know, there's such a thing as death. What do you get for holding the belief? You get to be the walking dead. You get a body. You have to take care of it, have to be careful with it, have to keep it healthy, have to, all this stuff. You have to get a good relationship so when you're sick they can snatch you from death's grip or something, or so you don't have to be on your deathbed alone. Silliness.
That is.
So who would you be without the concept that there's death if you never had it again?
I'd probably be a much whole and happy person. Much happier.
I like to say I'm a woman with no future. Zero. So there's nothing to take care of.
Okay.
It just does itself. So I'm willing to, and read that last one again.
I'm a loving, compassionate, empathetic, creative, stubborn, resentful, humorous, intelligent human
Okay,
being.
let's read the next one.
I think I will miss her very, very much when she is gone. She has been a really good friend, too.
Turn it around.
I think I will miss myself very, very much when I am gone.
Yeah, into her business.
Into her business. I will miss myself very, very much.
Yes, and you will hurt and you will feel lonely. And you can know now that any pain you experience, you are the cause of. No death, no life, no body has ever or ever will cause you pain or misery. It's the belief you attach, the story you attach to, arising, that does that. Only that. Only that. No exception in my experience. That's it.
Okay. I have to change my thinking around.
Is that true?
Yes. Because yes. I'm eluded a lot. I've eluded myself a lot.
Yeah. Well, we can see just innocently.
Well, I don't know if it's innocent or not, but it's reality. It's what it has been, my reality. It doesn't have to be anymore.
Let's look at the
Right.
next one. You know, all I know is I do the work.
Okay.
Yeah. I keep my life very, very simple. If it hurts, I undo it.
Okay.
Let's read the last one.
What is it that you don't want to experience with that person, thing, or situation again? I don't ever want to watch my mom go through the pain and suffering she has now from COPD.
I'm willing.
I'm willing to allow my mom to go through her pain and suffering.
I'm willing to allow. Yeah, okay.
To allow my mom to go through her pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Or
Whose
COPD.
business is her pain and suffering?
It's her business.
Yeah. And what do you get when you mentally go into her business?
Pain.
And she's suffering. Can you really know that that's true?
No, not really. Because she laughs a lot and brings a lot of humor into light for someone who's pretty close to death. But I mean, physically, yeah, if I look at all the medication she's on, the morphine and everything. And I mean,
Can you really know that she's suffering?
Well, no.
Go to the place where you suffered the very most physically. See if you can find it. All invited to do this. Just always know that you're the one on the couch. Let me know when you find it. It could just be a place that you recall that you just really hurt. You have it?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you?
In a hotel room.
Okay, and what's going on?
I'm strung out. And I'm all alone.
Okay, now go to that place where it really hurts. Now, while you're there, go to the place where you may have a thought about where you're going to have dinner, or I should give Mom a call, or just that place that is totally disconnected with all the suffering. The place that says, oh, I think I'll brush my teeth.
There is no place there.
Okay. Okay, so work with it. In my experience, when I sit with this, it's present. There's a place. There's a place where I know it's all a dream. There's a place where I know it's okay. And I've been to some interesting spaces. So play with it. What I found is I cannot know someone else's suffering. Can I know my own? I can't know you. Can I know myself? So when you see her as suffering, what do you get for holding the belief? Whether she's suffering or not. Her suffering is her business.
I get pain.
Pain.
Sadness.
And then you have to leave the room.
Right.
You have to leave the one you love.
Wow.
That's what you get for holding the belief that she's suffering. It would keep you out of the room you want to be in.
Yeah, it does. It did yesterday.
So close your eyes. Picture you in the room with your mother without the belief that she's suffering, without the belief that she's not supposed to. Is it fine to be in the room now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's calm.
I use these words. I adore my children. I adore my grandchildren, and their suffering is their business. Mm-hmm. One of them hit a plate glass, just went wham, just as hard as he could, and fell, and he started to cry and look up at me, and I was laughing.
I would have too, though. I've done that.
And so he stopped, and all the pain left him. He just got up and started running again. And then he ran he ran just as fast as he could into another one, just running as fast as he could, and then just stopped. Right just before he did it. And he turned around on me, and he just went. But if I stop him, he's all of a sudden 18, 30. still not having the experience that he got at 2 or 1. I think 8 months old, something like that. He just learned to walk. He was jamming, just loving life, and continues to, it appears. But, I let them have their suffering, and we have a great relationship, it appears to me.
You allow that.
Yeah. They can live, they can die. I love them. That's what I know. I love them enough to stay out of their business and be present. And I'm not being present on purpose. I just don't have a reason to leave the room when they're suffering.
Yeah.
And in the presence of peace and love, it kind of like can't hold anywhere. Or not very tightly.
You really are. Unconditional love. I mean, you really...
I am your story. No more, no less.
Okay.
I'm you. I'm your mother.
You're a good mother.
Thank you. It feels that way from here.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Without a story, I'm the mother you hold on my deathbed. Let's look at the last one again. I look forward to.
I look forward to watching my mother go through her pain and suffering that she has from COPD.
Exciting. And if it hurts, do the work.
It hurts.
Yeah. If it hurts, say, Mom, I need to leave the room for a few minutes. Step outside, do the work, come back, see what's left. That's what mothers are for, to bring you home. To give you everything, whatever it takes. That's why I like to say you're such a hard case.
Well, thank you.
Michael. So let's get some feedback for this guy. What do you see? What did you learn within you?
I've got a song I'd like to play.
Would you please, honey? So let's just be with this.
Life is a pretty great place to be, if you don't mind mystery. If you can keep an open mind and dance when the coals are burning hot, and forget them when they're not, and just move with the energy and revel in the sunshine when it's on your face, and put a layer on when winter takes its place. Love is a very sweet place to be, if you don't mind company and a little bit of pain sometimes, for we are connected at the source, and life will take its course and bring us into unity. I feel a family growing based on love and trust. We've such a flock of angels watching over us, that I feel a hope I've never felt, that the hardest rocks will melt and a new landscape will come in view. For earth, when in love and light and grace we begin to take our places and each do what we came to do. It doesn't have to be the way it's always been. We can break the patterns now and start again. In love, a very sweet place to be, if you don't mind harmony. If you can keep an open heart.